Hi traders, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to demonstrate how I use the open interest short cover approach when buying options with the momentum. Please like and comment on the video if you think it will be helpful and watch more videos by doing so. Like I said, it is going to be an option buying strategy suitable for the buyers, and I'll be using short cover strategy here. So when a price after a deep consolidation, it will either break out on one of the other sides. I'll be using 15 minutes candle to identify whether is it range bounding into a certain area, and then I'll pick that up using the open interest for the buying. Now first you need to understand what is open interest. So open interest is the nothing but the total number of open contracts available on a particular strike. So you know, for any transaction there should be a buyer and a seller available. A buyer who goes long onto the market, seller who goes short onto the market. So when a buyer and a seller get into a transaction, then there is a open interest, one contract would be created. Likewise it goes on. For a better understanding, you can refer Zero the Varsity or any other educational modules for learning. Now in simple, so when OI increases, there is a new contract that are getting added. When OI decreases, the contracts are getting squared off. So OI does not really change when there is a transfer of contract from one party to the another, just like the volumes, but it is more of a continuous data. So now I'll explain on the price interpretation between the OI and how the price structure it is getting movement. So this is a chart between how the price and the OI are getting inferenced. When there is a price increase and the open interest also increases along with the price, then it indicates that the market is structuring on a long side. So we can go bullish on this trade. When price decreases and the OI decreases, which means the open interest, the sellers are showing more strength onto the market and the longs are getting squared off. So it is a call unwinding. It is sentimenting for a bearish move. Likewise, for a price that are decreasing along with the OI, which means it is moving downside and OI showing strength, means there are more riders coming onto the option. So it indicates that the price further will sink down. So it indicates a bearishness. Finally, we are coming into the short covering where the price increase and the OI decreases. Eventually when it happens, where the shorts who have written calls or put on that particular strikes wanted to square off the price, they will do the short covering. Now coming back to the indicators and setup, I'm using Zerodha, where I'll be using the setup of volume, VWAP, open interest, moving average, 20 SMA combining along with the OI. So here is how I go. Open channel, I removed all the indicators. I'll be using the volume as the first indicator. This will help me to identify whether we are having a good volume for the buyers, and I'll be using the VWAP. I'll be using the open interest. Open interest will talk about the number of open contracts that are available in the market. Then comes the moving average. So I'll be using this moving average of 20, and I'll use this moving average not onto the indicator, rather than I'll be using it onto the open interest. So 20 period cycle will be applied onto the open interest to identify whether it is crossing below the 20 MA, which means it indicates the sellers are squaring of their position, which means there is a short cover likely to happen on this particular range. That is the reason I'm using the setting, and it is very much powerful, and I've been using it. You can also use it for the bank index during the expiry days. Now coming back, this is the other setting where I use 20, 50, 100, 200 exponential moving average on a 15 minutes chart. So this talks about the consolidation. So you see, for Reliance, it was consolidating for quite some times between a range of 2300 to 2380, at least for 50 to 80 candles. And with 50 to 80 candles, you can see that it is consolidating and likely a breakout is going to happen in this range. Now I picked a ATM strike 2360 offer lines because it is where it is the ATM value. So I picked the option price. I use the same indicator here where you can see the price was in a range of 25 to 50 for a quite long time, and the OI is increasing, and then suddenly you can see there is a drop showing, which I circled it, which is where you can see a sink in the OI, which means the participants who are being a rider on the market trying to square off their positions, and you can see there is a dip and the price is slightly increasing, which indicates a short covering going to happen. This is where I go long, taking a buy entry of Reliance 2360, and we can be beneficial, bringing the double the money. So you always have a risk reward of 1:2, which can be applied on this. Now coming back to the price, you can see that, okay, now I'm picking another stock, which is L&T. I have traded L&T on Friday. You can see I was waiting for this stock for close to 4-5 days. I was watching this, and it was in the channel of 15 minutes to 15 minutes channel. 20, 50, 100, 200 EMA were crossing over, and the price is about to break. So I waited for this Friday, and then I was referring to the ATM L&T buy option 2180, where I kept into my radar. You can see the same significant increase in the OI, which showed bearishness at first, and then the market was consolidating for a quite long time. Means when I say long time, in 15 minutes, it is almost 30 to 50 candles. It was trying to be within a range, and you see there is a decrease in the OI, slight increase in the price, which indicates there is going to be a short cover coming up in the move. I was waiting for this. On Thursday, Wednesday, I did not get an entry, but Friday I saw an entry coming up where the OI was dipping. There was a bullish candle that is getting closed onto it, and I picked the entry right on the first candle where I see that pin bar is forming, and you see that it is closing above the VWAP. I entered near 35. It almost went up to 70. I closed it very much early for the reason that Nifty and Bank Nifty was not supporting. This is one of the convincing setup I use for quite long time. You can use the same in Nifty and Bank Nifty index during the expiry day. If there is going to be a short cover, you can certainly use this indicator and become beneficial. Thanks for watching my video. If you find this helpful, please like it, comment and share it with your friends, and encourage me to make more videos.